The signal. Admiral Maya Rodriguez stood at the viewport of the HMS Defiant, watching the endless stream of data flowing across its quantum blast surface. 25 years had passed since the swarm forced humanity from Earth, scattering them across dozens of colonies in distant star systems. The colonies had survived, even thrived, but Earth's loss remained an open wound in humanity's collective consciousness. Her reverie was interrupted by Lieutenant Chen's urgent voice. "Admiral, we're picking up something impossible." The young officer's hands flew across his holographic interface, bringing up a complex waveform on the main display. "It's coming from Earth." Maya's breath caught in her throat. In 25 years, there had been nothing but silence from their homeworld. The swarm's planetary shield had made it impossible to scan the surface, let alone communicate with anyone who might have survived. Analysis. It's using an old emergency frequency, pre-invasion protocols. But the signal pattern. Chen paused, double-checking his readings. It's modulated in a way that only someone with deep knowledge of Earth's defense systems would know how to do. The bridge crew fell silent, the implications hanging heavy in the recycled air. Maya studied the waveform, memories of her academy days flooding back. The pattern was familiar. It had to be deliberate. "Can you clean it up?" "Working on it now," Chen replied, his fingers dancing across the interface. The static gradually resolved into a clear sequence of pulses. Maya's eyes widened as she recognized the old Earth military code. "Earth still fights. Shield has WEAKNESS. Return home. Authenticate that signal," Maya ordered, her heart racing despite years of military discipline. "Run every verification protocol we have." Hours passed as the ship's quantum computers analyzed the transmission from every possible angle. Maya paced the bridge, memories of Earth's fall playing through her mind. The day the swarm arrived, their massive ships blotting out the sun. The desperate evacuation as their weapons proved useless against the invaders' superior technology. The sight of Earth's blue marble disappearing behind an impenetrable energy shield as the refugee fleet jumped to safety. "Authentication complete," Chen announced finally. "The signal uses encryption keys that only Earth Command would have had access to. It's genuine, Admiral." Maya allowed herself a moment to absorb the implications. Someone had survived on Earth all these years. Someone had found a weakness in the swarm's defenses. And now they were calling humanity home. She opened a channel to the Colonial Defense Council. "This is Admiral Rodriguez. Priority 1 communication for all members. We've received a signal from Earth." Within minutes, holographic representations of the council members materialized around her. General Santos of Mars Colony, Director Chung of the Titan Mining Consortium, Commander Patel of the Deep Space Fleet. Each face showed the same mix of shock and cautious hope. "The signal is authentic," Maya continued, sharing the analysis data. "Someone on Earth has found a weakness in the swarm's planetary shield. I'm requesting immediate authorization to begin planning a reconnaissance mission." "The swarm's technology is still superior to ours," Commander Patel cautioned. "Even with 25 years of advancement, we can't match their shields or weapons." "But we have something now that we didn't have then," Director Chang interjected. "The quantum drive innovations, the neural link combat systems, and most importantly, we have nothing left to lose." General Santos leaned forward, his hologram flickering slightly. "We've spent 25 years building our strength, developing new technologies, training for this moment. If there's even a chance to retake Earth—" "There's more," Maya interrupted. "The signal's modulation. It's using techniques that suggest whoever sent it has been studying the swarm's technology. They may have insights we lack." The council members exchanged looks. They all knew the stakes. Earth wasn't just humanity's birthplace. It was a symbol. Its loss had driven their innovation, their determination to survive and evolve. Its recovery could unite the scattered colonies like nothing else. "The colonies are stronger now," Maya continued. "Our defenses are solid. We can risk committing forces to this. She paused, letting her next words carry their full weight. "And we owe it to those we left behind." The council chambers fell silent as members contemplated the magnitude of the decision before them. The colony's resources were substantial but not unlimited. A failed attempt to retake Earth could leave them vulnerable to sworn retaliation. Finally, General Santos spoke, all in favor of authorizing Operation Homecoming. The vote was unanimous. "Admiral Rodriguez, Santos said you have command of the mission. Choose your forces and begin planning immediately. If there's a chance to retake Earth, we're going to take it." Maya nodded, already mentally assembling her task force. "We'll need the new quantum strike ships, and every pilot trained in the neural link systems." "You'll have them," Chang assured her. "The Titan shipyards are at your disposal." As the council members signed off, Maya turned back to the viewport. Somewhere beyond those distant stars, Earth was waiting. And this time, humanity wasn't running away. "Lieutenant Chen," she ordered, "send word to all colonial forces. Operation Homecoming is a go. And transmit this message back to Earth on the same frequency. We're coming home." The bridge erupted into activity as her orders were relayed. Maya allowed herself a small smile. The swarm had thought they'd broken humanity's spirit by taking Earth. Instead, they'd forced humanity to evolve, to innovate, to become stronger than ever before. And now, finally, it was time to show them exactly what humanity was capable of. The signal from Earth had changed everything. The scattered children of Earth were coming home, and this time they were bringing the full force of human determination, innovation, and courage with them. The swarm was about to learn why you should never back humanity into a corner. Operation Homecoming had begun. The Alliance. The massive crystalline spires of the Centauri diplomatic station glowed with an inner light as Admiral Rodriguez's shuttle approached. Representatives from a dozen spacefaring species had gathered here, drawn by humanity's bold proposal, an alliance to challenge the swarm's dominance. Maya adjusted her dress uniform, acutely aware that humanity's future might hinge on the next few hours. The colonial fleet was powerful, but intelligence suggested the swarm had only grown stronger since claiming Earth. They needed allies. "The Arcturians have arrived," Lieutenant Chen reported from the pilot's seat. Through the viewport, Maya watched an elegant vessel of living metal dock at the station. The Arcturians had suffered their own losses to the swarm, their homeworld stripped of resources and left a barren husk. "Any word from the Rigelians?" Maya asked, reviewing her notes on the various species one final time. "Their delegation is already inside, and they're interested." Chen's tone conveyed volumes. The Rigelians were notorious isolationists, having sealed their borders after losing 3 colony worlds to the swarm. Their advanced quantum technology could be crucial to breaking Earth's shield. The shuttle docked smoothly, and Maya strode into the station's grand assembly chamber. The architecture was deliberately neutral, designed to accommodate species of wildly different biologies and cultural sensitivities. She took her place at the central podium, facing the assembled delegates. 25 years ago, she began, her words automatically translated for each species present. "The swarm proved that none of us could stand against them alone. They've taken our worlds, stripped our resources, and forced us into hiding in the darker corners of the galaxy." Murmurs of agreement rippled through the chamber. The swarm had affected them all, their relentless expansion changing the balance of power throughout known space. "But now we have something we didn't have before." Maya activated a holographic display, showing the signal from Earth, evidence that the swarm's defenses can be breached, and with it, a chance to strike back. The Arcturian representative, a being of swirling energy contained within an environmental suit, moved forward. "Your determination is admirable, Admiral, but the swarm's technological superiority remains overwhelming. Even your species' impressive advances cannot overcome such a gap." "Alone, no," Maya agreed, "but together." She activated another hologram, this one showing schematics of human quantum drive technology. We've developed ways to bypass their detection systems. The Rigelians have mastered quantum shield disruption. The Arcturians understand their biotech better than anyone. Together, we can be more than the sum of our parts. The chamber erupted in discussion as delegates examined the technical data. Maya had taken a risk sharing such sensitive information, but humanity had learned the hard way that pride and secrecy only served the swarm's interests. A harsh, clicking sound cut through the noise. The Rigelian delegate, an imposing figure covered in iridescent scales, stepped forward. You propose more than an alliance of convenience. You suggest we trust each other with our most closely guarded secrets. I propose we survive, Maya countered. The swarm doesn't conquer. They consume. Every world they take makes them stronger. Every species they defeat adds to their knowledge. If we don't stop them at Earth, there won't be anywhere left to hide. The chamber fell silent as her words sank in. The Rigelian's compound eyes studied her for a long moment. You believe this signal truly indicates a weakness. I believe someone on Earth has spent 25 years studying the swarm from inside their defenses. Knowledge we desperately need. Maya paused, then played her final card. And I believe the swarm chose Earth first for a reason. Something about our world terrified them enough to break their normal pattern of consumption. Don't you want to know what that was? The Arcturian representative's energy form pulsed with interest. You suggest Earth holds some special significance. I suggest that retaking Earth isn't just humanity's best chance for survival. It's all of ours. Maya gestured to the assembled delegates. We've all developed technologies and tactics to survive the swarm. Imagine what we could accomplish if we combined that knowledge, if we struck back together. The Rigelian delegate conferred briefly with their aides, then made an announcement that sent shockwaves through the chamber. The Rigelian Concordat pledges its full support to Operation Homecoming. Our quantum laboratories and shield breaker ships are at your disposal. One by one, other delegates stepped forward to pledge their support. The Arcturians offered their bioorganic ships, capable of adapting to swarm attacks. The Proxima Collective promised their stealth technology. Even the mysterious Ta, who had barely survived first contact with the swarm, committed their remaining forces. Maya felt a weight lift from her shoulders as the alliance took shape. Humanity wasn't alone anymore. They had partners, equals in their determination to strike back against the seemingly invincible enemy. As the delegates began hammering out the practical details of their cooperation, Maya received an urgent message from the Defiant. Another signal had been detected from Earth, even briefer than the first. Hurry. They know. Maya's blood ran cold. Their window of opportunity was closing. She turned to the assembled allies, no longer just alien delegates but partners in humanity's most ambitious undertaking. We need to move quickly, she announced. Earth's resistance won't be able to hide forever. I'm requesting immediate deployment of all pledged forces to these coordinates. She transmitted the rallying point data. The swarm believes us broken and scattered. It's time to show them how wrong they are. The alliance was formed. The pieces were in place. Now they just had to pull off the impossible. And Maya had a feeling that's exactly what the combined forces of multiple species fighting for survival could accomplish. As she left the chamber, Maya couldn't help but smile. The swarm had spent decades making enemies across the galaxy. Now those enemies were united, armed with determination, advanced technology, and most importantly, hope. The next phase of Operation Homecoming was about to begin. Operation Homecoming. The combined fleet emerged from quantum space at the edge of the solar system, a vast armada of ships representing the largest military force assembled since the swarm's arrival. Admiral Rodriguez stood on the Defiance Bridge, watching as the tactical display showed thousands of vessels moving into formation. All Allied forces reporting ready, Lieutenant Chen announced. Arcturian bioships have adapted to local space conditions. Rigelian quantum shields are synchronized. Ta stealth systems are active. Maya nodded, studying the real-time data flowing across her neural interface. The technology that allowed direct mind-to-ship communication had been humanity's greatest breakthrough during their exile. Now, it would be put to the ultimate test. Signal from the Regellian flagship, Chen reported. They're detecting unusual energy patterns around Jupiter. The swarm has expanded their presence significantly. Maya had expected this. They've been busy these past 25 years. Deploy deep space probes. Let's see what we're really dealing with. The probe's data painted a sobering picture. The swarm had transformed Jupiter's moons into massive production facilities. Eo's volcanic energy powered enormous factories. Europa's ice sheets had been converted into quantum computing cores. The entire Jovian system had become a fortress. Multiple swarm vessels detecting our presence, the tactical officer reported. They're moving to intercept. Maya opened a channel to the fleet. All forces, execute Operation Homecoming. Phase 1. Remember your training. Remember why we're here. Humanity fights alongside you today. And we will not fail. The Alliance fleet split into its component battle groups, each executing their assigned roles with precision. The Arcturian bioships moved forward, their living metal hulls already adapting to resist swarm weapons. Regellian vessels took up support positions, their quantum shields extending protective barriers around the smaller craft. The first wave of swarm ships emerged from Jupiter's shadow, their black hulls absorbing light itself. They were larger than Maya. Remembered, more organic in design. They had evolved, just as humanity had. They're charging weapons, Chen warned. Energy signatures off the charts. Now we show them what we've learned. Maya responded. Execute neural sync combat protocols. Throughout the human ships, crews interfaced directly with their vessels through the neural link system. Ships and pilots became one, reaction times reduced to microseconds. The technology had been controversial when first developed, but now it gave them an edge the swarm couldn't counter. The space between Jupiter and Mars erupted in battle. Swarm energy beams lanced out, met by Regellian quantum shields that bent space itself to redirect the attacks. Arcturian bioships absorbed hits that would have vaporized conventional vessels, their living hulls regenerating almost instantly. And through it all, the human ships danced. Connected through their neural interfaces, they moved with impossible coordination, executing maneuvers that would have been suicide for normal pilots. Maya felt the battle through her own link, experiencing every victory and loss as if it were happening to her own body. TOV stealth squadrons reporting successful penetration of Jovian defense grid, Chen announced. They're targeting the production facilities. The swarm's response was immediate and devastating. New ships emerged from hyperspace, variants they'd never seen before. Energy weapons gave way to biological attacks that sought to corrupt the Arcturian vessels from within. Quantum disruption fields targeted the Regellian shields. They're adapting, Maya observed, just as we knew they would. Execute Phase 2. This was the moment of truth. For months, the Alliance had leaked false intelligence suggesting their attack would focus on Jupiter. The swarm had prepared accordingly, strengthening their defenses and adapting to counter their enemies' known capabilities. But Jupiter was never the true objective. All ships, execute quantum jump on my mark, Maya ordered. Target coordinates locked. Neural sync at maximum capacity. She allowed herself a grim smile. Let's show them humanity's greatest trick, making the impossible possible. The entire fleet vanished in a flash of quantum energy, leaving the swarm's powerful Jupiter defense force firing at empty space. When they reappeared, they were in high Earth orbit, behind the planetary shield. How? Chen gasped, watching as their sensors confirmed the impossible. The shield should have prevented quantum tunneling. Not when you have the shield frequencies, Maya replied. Someone on Earth has been very busy these past 25 years. The swarm ships around Earth scrambled to respond, but they were caught completely off guard. The Alliance fleet had bypassed their strongest defenses and emerged exactly where they were most vulnerable. All ships, commence attack pattern Delta, Maya ordered. Concentrate fire on the shield generators. Ground assault teams, Prepare for deployment. Operation Homecoming is now in full effect. As the battle for Earth began in earnest, Maya received another transmission from the surface, stronger now that they were inside the shield. Well, see omen ihon. Lo uevebe and waiting. The war for Earth had entered its final phase, but Maya knew the greatest challenges and revelations still lay ahead. Whatever secrets the swarm had been protecting on humanity's homeworld, they were about to be revealed. And judging by the desperate fury of the swarm's counterattack, those secrets were going to change everything. The hidden truth. The descent through Earth's atmosphere was like flying through memory. Maya watched from her command shuttle as Alliance forces engaged swarm defenders over familiar continents, the planet's surface scared but recognizable after 25 years of occupation. Ground resistance forces have secured a landing zone, Lieutenant Chen reported. They're transmitting coordinates now. Sydney, Australia. The shuttle banked toward the southern hemisphere, escorted by Arcturian bioships that absorbed enemy fire meant for them. Through gaps in the clouds, Maya caught glimpses of a changed world. The cities below were transformed, their structures overtaken by organic growths that pulsed with alien energy. Energy readings are off the charts, the science officer announced. The swarm hasn't just occupied Earth. They'd been transforming it at the molecular level. The shuttle touched down in what had once been Sydney Harbor. The iconic Opera House still stood, but it was encased in a crystalline structure that hummed with power. A group of figures emerged from a concealed bunker, wearing salvaged environmental suits covered in makeshift camouflage. Admiral Rodriguez. The leader stepped forward, removing her helmet to reveal a weathered face with keen eyes. Dr. Sarah Connor, Earth Resistance. Welcome home. Maya fought back emotion as she shook the woman's hand. Doctor, your signals changed everything. How did you survive down here? The swarm wasn't trying to kill us, Sarah replied, leading them toward the bunker. They were studying us. All of us. That's why they left survivors. We were their lab rats. Inside the bunker, Maya was surprised to find advanced research equipment, much of it clearly modified from swarm technology. Screens displayed data streams that mixed human and alien code. Sarah led them to a central chamber where a holographic display showed Earth's internal structure. 25 years ago, we thought the swarm came to conquer us, Sarah explained. We were wrong. They came because they were afraid of what we might become. The hologram zoomed in, showing something impossible. Earth's core was transforming, patterns of energy spreading through the mantle like neural pathways in a brain. Earth isn't just a planet, Sarah continued. It's a seed, a living quantum computer of unprecedented scale, created by an ancient race we've only found fragments of information about. They seeded planets across the galaxy, waiting for species with the right attributes to evolve. Maya studied the display, her neural interface processing the implications. The right attributes. Creativity. Adaptability. The ability to make intuitive leaps that defy pure logic. Sarah's eyes gleamed. Human attributes. We were activating Earth's potential without even knowing it. Our cities, our technology, our very presence was awakening something that had slept for millions of years. And the swarm knew this. They've seen it before. They exist to prevent these seeds from awakening. Every world they've stripped, every species they've displaced, all potential candidates for activation. Lieutenant Chen stepped forward. But why let any human survive? Why not just eliminate us completely? Because they needed to understand how we did it. Sarah activated another display, showing human DNA alongside complex energy patterns. Our connection to Earth isn't just philosophical, it's quantum biological. Something in our evolution was shaped by Earth's dormant systems. We're literally made to interface with it. The neural interface technology, Maya realized. It worked so well because we were always meant to connect with systems like this. The swarm has been trying to decode that ability, to understand how we interact with quantum systems so intuitively. They've been studying us, experimenting on Earth's population, trying to unlock our secrets. Maya absorbed this information, pieces falling into place. The signal you sent, you found more than just a weakness in their shields. Sarah nodded. We found a way to complete what our presence started. Earth's core is nearly ready. The transformations the swarm made, trying to prevent activation, they actually accelerated the process. We just need one final push, a massive surge of human neural activity in sync with the planet's quantum matrix. The entire fleet, linked through their neural interfaces, Maya whispered, connected to Earth's systems, could provide exactly the surge we need. Sarah's expression was fierce. The swarm doesn't just want to stop us from taking back Earth, Admiral. They want to stop us from becoming what we were always meant to be. Outside, the battle for Earth's skies continued. Maya looked at the data again, her tactician's mind already formulating plans. How long do you need? Get me access to the main swarm control node in North America. Give me your fleet's neural network. I'll do the rest. Maya opened a channel to the fleet. All forces converge on these coordinates. Lieutenant Chen, signal our allies. We're shifting to Phase Omega. Phase Omega? Chen asked. That wasn't in the battle plan. Maya smiled grimly. That's because we just invented it. Tell the Arcturians to prepare for a ground assault. Ask the Rigelians to reconfigure their quantum shields to the frequencies we're sending. And get me a secure channel to every neural interface operator in the fleet. She turned back to Sarah. Doctor, I hope you're ready for company. Because we're about to give Earth exactly what it needs. All of humanity coming home at once. The bunker hummed with activity as preparations began. Above, the battle for Earth's future entered its final, most crucial phase. And deep below, in the planet's transforming core, ancient systems stirred, awakening to the presence of their intended partners. The swarm had spent 25 years trying to prevent this moment. They were about to discover why you should never underestimate humanity's ability to exceed its own limitations. The hidden truth of Earth was about to be revealed. And with it, humanity's true destiny among the stars. Legacy of Earth. The North American control node rose before them like a twisted cathedral, its biomechanical spires pulsing with dark energy. Maya stood with Sarah at the command center they'd established, in the ruins of old Chicago, watching as Allied forces converged on the structure. Swarm resistance is heavier than expected, Lieutenant Chen reported. They know what we're trying to do. They've always known, Sarah replied, making final adjustments to the neural synchronization equipment. They've spent millennia preventing this from happening on other worlds. But they've never faced a species that evolved alongside a seed world for as long as we did. The Arcturian bioships provided cover as ground forces advanced. The Rigelian quantum shields flickered under constant bombardment, but held. Most importantly, the human neural-linked ships maintained their defensive perimeter, their pilots' minds already beginning to resonate with Earth's awakening systems. All neural interface operators, prepare for synchronization. Maya ordered through the fleet-wide channel. Remember your training. Let the connection flow naturally. Don't fight the feedback. Sarah activated her equipment, and Maya felt the first tremors of something vast touching her mind through her neural link. It wasn't just the familiar connection to her ships and crew. This was older, deeper, like remembering something she'd always known but never realized. Energy spike, Chen called out. The swarm is directing all power to the control node's defenses. They're trying to maintain their suppression field, Sarah explained, her hands flying over the controls. Breaking their connection to Earth's core is essential. Once that's done, there's nothing they can do to prevent the activation. Maya opened herself fully to the neural interface, feeling the presence of thousands of other humans doing the same. Through their shared connection, she sensed Earth itself stirring, like a sleeper fighting to wake from a long dream. The swarm launched their counterattack with desperate fury. New variants of their bioweapons erupted from the ground, targeting the neural interface operators specifically. But humanity wasn't fighting alone anymore. Arcturian ships sacrificed themselves to absorb attacks, their living metal reforming to protect their allies. Regelian quantum shields bent space itself to redirect energy blasts. "We're losing neural connections," Chen warned. "The feedback is too intense for some operators." "Hold the line," Maya commanded, even as her own mind burned with the effort of maintaining the connection. "We didn't come this far to fail now." Through the neural net, she felt Sarah interfacing directly with Earth's systems, using the combined mental energy of the fleet to break through the swarm's suppression. The ground trembled. Strange lights began to rise from the Earth itself, forming patterns that hurt the eyes to look at. 25 years. Sarah's voice was strained but triumphant. They spent 25 years trying to understand how we connect with quantum systems so naturally. They never realized we've been doing it our entire existence as a species. Every dream, every intuitive leap, every moment of human creativity. We were linking with Earth's quantum network without even knowing it. The swarm control node's defenses began to fail as Earth's power grew stronger. The suppression field flickered, and in that moment, Maya felt it. The full awakening of humanity's home. Earth's consciousness touched them all, not as an alien presence, but as something familiar, like family separated by time finally reuniting. Through the neural net, Maya saw humanity's true history unfold. The ancient race that had seeded Earth hadn't just created a quantum computer. They'd created a cradle for a new kind of intelligence, one that would merge the best of biological and quantum existence. They'd created the potential for humanity itself. "The node's defenses are down," Chen reported. "Swarm ships are attempting emergency quantum jumps." "Let them go," Maya ordered. "They're not our concern anymore." The light rising from Earth intensified, and with it came understanding. The neural interface technology humanity had developed in exile hadn't been just a tool for controlling ships. It had been their first stumbling steps toward their true potential. Every human innovation, every technological leap, had been guided by their unconscious connection to Earth's quantum systems. Through the neural net, Maya felt the change rippling through humanity. Their minds expanded, connecting not just with machines but with the fundamental quantum fabric of reality itself. Earth's ancient systems had awakened, and with them, humanity's dormant abilities. "This is what they feared," Sarah said softly. "Not just that we'd activate Earth, but that we'd become something new. Something they couldn't predict or control." The remaining swarm forces fled as Earth's transformation completed. The organic growths they'd created to suppress the planet's systems were absorbed and repurposed, integrated into the new quantum biological network that now spanned the globe. Humanity's home had become something more, a bridge between conventional space and quantum reality. And humanity had become something more with it. "Admiral," Chen's voice was filled with awe. "Long-range sensors are detecting quantum fluctuations throughout the solar system. Earth's activation, it's affecting everything." Maya opened her eyes to a new reality. Through her enhanced perception, she could see the quantum possibilities surrounding them, the invisible connections that bound all things together. Humanity had not just reclaimed their home. They had fulfilled their species' destiny. "Send word to the colonies," she ordered. "Earth is secure." And she smiled, feeling the potential that now lay before them. "Tell them to prepare for changes. The age of conventional human existence is over. We've become what we were always meant to be." The Allied fleet hung in orbit around a transformed Earth, its surface now gleaming with patterns of quantum energy visible from space. The swarm had tried to prevent this moment, had burned worlds to stop it from happening. But in doing so, they had only made humanity stronger, more determined, more ready for their evolution. Sarah looked out over the changed landscape of their home world. "What do we do now?" Maya felt the combined knowledge of Earth's systems flowing through her enhanced consciousness. She saw the other seed worlds scattered throughout the galaxy, waiting for their own awakening. She saw the possibilities that lay before a humanity no longer bound by conventional physics or biology. Now, she smiled. Now we show the galaxy what humanity truly is, and we help others find their own path to evolution. After all, she gestured to their assembled allies, who had fought beside them despite not fully understanding what they were fighting for. We're proof that different species can achieve amazing things together. The sun rose over Earth, its light playing across a world transformed. Humanity had come home, but more than that, they had finally understood what home truly meant. They were no longer just the children of Earth. They were its legacy, its purpose, its gift to the universe. And they were only beginning to discover what that meant.